Greenville University encourages and promotes good sportsmanship from student athletes, coaches, and spectators. It is our request that you support the officials and participants in this contest in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other derogatory actions directed at student athletes, coaches, officials, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from Pepsi Stadium. In addition, tobacco products and or alcoholic beverages are not permitted anywhere on campus. Thank you for your cooperation, and we hope you enjoyed today's match.
And welcome to Pepsi Stadium here on the campus of North Greenville University as we get set for both matches today between North Greenville and Lees-McRae. Both men's and women's soccer teams will be in action. The women getting ready to start here in just a minute. The men will take to the field once this game has concluded around 7:30. Grace Southern alongside Dave Parson getting you set ready for today's doubleheader Conference Carolinas soccer action. And Dave, this North Greenville University Lady Crusaders women's squad coming off a heartbreaking loss at Erskine in double overtime in a rather strange incident that won the game for the Flying Fleet.
Yeah, Gray. By the way, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you joining us on the North Greenville Sports Network. Again, this is Wednesday, September the 14th, 2016. We appreciate you being with us. But that goal that scored in the overtime, actually double overtime, was just a little bloop kick over the goalkeeper's head, found the back of the net, and ended up the score at 2-1. And unfortunately, the Lady Crusaders ended up on the short end of that.
And in our last home soccer broadcast, Anderson used several what can only be characterized as deep shots from way outside the penalty box that they were able to get over the goalkeeper's head. So it will be a good step in the right direction to stay home and protect the back of the net.
Good call. Tina Shakes had 4 goals in that last game with Anderson, and she figured out early that the goalkeeper was not quite up in the net, and she could just go right over her head and had the back door wide open.
Meanwhile, Lees-McRae comes into today 1-4. North Greenville is
1-2.
1-2. So North Greenville will start us off in the first half.
The Lady Bobcats just played at Queens, North Carolina up in Charlotte, and they had a 3-0 loss.
And Lees-McRae's only win of the season coming against Southern Wesleyan. They did score 5 goals in that match, however. North Greenville trying to get out to a quick start. Lees-McRae quickly intercepts on the far side, stolen right back by North Greenville's number 14, Ashton Robinson. Lees-McRae able to stop the attack before it gets going. And now see if the Bobcats can get something started up. Bobcats will go from left to right. North Greenville will go from right to left. Bobcats coached by Kiko Magnana, and North Greenville coached by Andy Robertson. Tori Owens back to her keeper, number 33, Madeline Schober, guarding goal today for North Greenville.
And number 19, Tori Owens, is a junior out of Beaufort, South Carolina. And she's really enjoying playing soccer here for the Crusaders.
Trying to move it forward again to Robinson. A pass catches her in the back of the heel and is intercepted by number 18, Riley Neese for the Bobcats. Here early, neither team really. Granted, we're only about 90 seconds in, but nobody really pressing down the field to test the back line of the defense. North Greenville with a throw in from the near side. Intercepted number 4, Nikki Torres for Lees-McRae. Tori Owens gets chased into the corner, able to get away from pressure, and they'll start back the other way. Jamie Shutt to Carly Denneberg.
Just a personal note, Gray, for the Bobcats, number 6, Savannah Rees, a midfielder junior. She's from Greentown, Indiana, my hometown.
Oh, really? Nice little connection there.
It's where I was born. Actually raised near there, but that was where my parents lived when I was born.
Jamie Shutt unable to keep the pass in play. North Greenville will turn it over. Lees-McRae with a throw in just past midfield. Down the field, looking for number 28, Cheyenne Warwick. And again, it's kicked out by NGU. The Bobcats with another throw in. Number 15, Leanne McAlexander, a forward junior out of Huntersville, North Carolina. Now the Bobcats with a decent attack here. Deflection out of bounds off number 16, Michaela Gleed. Good defensive play will force a throw in for the Bobcats.
Michaela Gleed for the Crusaders from Spartanburg. She actually went to Norman High School.
North Greenville able to pull the pass away and send it downfield. Robinson trying to move up from her forward attacking position, can't do it. And Riley Neese picks it up for the Bobcats. Now the Bobcats forced back to their goalkeeper. It's number 1, Alexis Feely. Bobcats work down the near sideline. Across the midfield line where it's intercepted by Owens. Owens trying to throw it back the other way. Now it's with Schober. Schober goes back to Owens. Look back to Jamie Shutt. Now Shutt gets tangled up. The Bobcats pick it up. There goes number 5. That's Autumn Esposito. And another strong defensive play, but Lees-McRae will set up for their first corner as Karis Hoover came over to kick it out of bounds.
That was a good defensive play by Clarice Hoover. Caught up with the ball and was able to put it into a corner kick.
Now the Bobcats will take the corner from the near side. Only one player deep in the box now. Here come the rest. Short kick, and it will go short. Remain in play. See if they try to go for the cross. No, it's deflected out. Kept once again in play by Emma McGovern. Now McGovern sends a strike in, headed up by Owens, and it's kicked over the crossbar.
Lands actually on top of the net.
That was Riley Neese, the defender, coming in trying to get the strike. Sent it too high over the crossbar, and Schober will set up for a goal kick. 5 minutes in, and the first decent look for either team at goal. Schober, short kick, bounces to the near side, immediately picked up by McAlexander for the Bobcats. Now they try to set it up to the middle of the field for Esposito, but Schober gets to it first, helped out by her defender, Hoover. The attack down the far sideline, kicked out of bounds by number 2, Natalie Schumann. North Greenville with the throw-in, however. And once again, cleared away by the Bobcats. This one we're all the way back to Schober as she has to field it before Esposito came running up to try and get it away from her. Schober with a long kick, crosses midfield, takes a hop, headed away by a Bobcat, kicked back the other way by number 15, Denneberg, down to the near side where it's picked up by number 32 for the Bobcats. And now number 15, McAlexander, sends it over the head of a couple North Greenville defenders, and the Bobcats back the other way with Esposito. To midfield for Torres. And Owens once again able to step in the passing lane and get away from Esposito. As Esposito continues to trot toward the ball, Schober gets rid of it and finds number 23, Sarah Forrester. As Esposito continuing to play close to the ball. Good header by Shutt, works down the near sideline. Michaela Gleed. Work it to midfield. Nobody's home for North Greenville, where it's picked up by number 17, Aaron Barcal. Bobcats back again down the near side of the field. Number 17, that's Barcal, trying to work to the near side for McAlexander. She gets intercepted by number 10, Shutt, steps in front of it before McAlexander can get to it. Schober's kick headed back toward her by a Bobcat. Owens sends it right back to Schober. Owens gets it back. And Owens gets intercepted by number 17, Barcal. Barcal sends a long kick, but it's right to Schober for the easy stop.
Schober using that leg tonight. She's had several kicks. I wonder if she's taking cues out of the Crusaders field goal kicker.
Yeah. First collegiate kick for Matt Gravely was 47 yards. Schober trying to better that.
Yeah, he's trying to outdo his brother, that's for sure.
Well, he did manage to tie the record on that kick. The record is 47. His first kick, 47. And he's still got 4 more years to do something with that, and plenty of games.
We invite our listeners to tonight's doubleheader match to join us on Saturday when the North Greenville Crusaders take to the football field. We'll be on the air with that game for you.
Taking on Newberry College, the Wolves come north on I-26. North Greenville trying to establish clear control on the far side. The Bobcats once again able to rid the Crusaders of the ball. And the Bobcats swing the ball to the near side. Across midfield to number 19, Timber Powell. Now to number 15, Leanne McAlexander. It's out of bounds, throw in for the Bobcats.
Coming into the game for the
First
Bobcats,
substitution, we've got number 13, Lena Langle, coming in. She will replace Cheyenne Warwick.
Bobcats' Lena Langle is from Lawrencetown, Nova Scotia. Very interesting.
And Langle getting her first touches here. Trying to work it into the box. And tripped up from behind. Will give a free kick to number 18. Or it's taken by Barcal. As that buzzer was the horn on the scoreboard, but we are nowhere close to halftime.
And I think we have a clock issue also. It seemed to have stuck at 35 minutes left.
So the official will stop play. Foul going against North Greenville will set Lees-McRae up for a free kick as they get the clock rolling again.
I think the officials actually have the time being kept on the sidelines.
And that helps as well to have. Number 9, McGovern will take the free kick. And a line drive kick bounces off Schober, and she's able to fall on it in time and comes up with another save.
Good recovery on her part.
Now Schober sends this one. That's going to clear midfield, take a hop deep into the attacking sector for North Greenville. Cut back away by a Bobcat, but Shutt comes up to try and send it back. Now Owens, pressured by McAlexander. Shutt chased back into her defender half. Here comes Langle going up against Shutt and sends a kick that bounces off Schober. She comes up to make the stop, and it rolls out of bounds and will be a corner kick for the Bobcats. So Schober comes up to make one stop. She'll have to try and make another one. As once again, a near side corner, number 9, McGovern, to take it. Short kick again to the near side. It's kicked back by McAlexander, who gives it to McGovern. McGovern looking for the cross, sends it into the box. box to the far side, and the offside flag goes up against Esposito, and it will be a goal kick for Schober.
Shot was a little wide left anyway, but at least she gave it a try.
So 2 corners for Lees-McRae, and the corner kicks have both gone short to the right post, and they've still gotten good looks out of them, but one was stopped by Schober, the other was called offside, that last one. And again, intercepted at midfield, McGovern pulls it back. Now Natalie Schumann to Nice. To McAlexander. Now number 4, Torres. Gets the pass away before she runs into a defender. McAlexander goes long looking for Langle. The pass was too long and easily picked up by Schober.
Both teams still showing good defense. Trying to get something set up. Nothing seemed to develop on either side.
Now the Bobcats might have an attack here. Number 5, Esposito. Hands off near side. McAlexander down the sideline. Sends it back to the middle of the field. Has help. And pushed into the box for Torres. Fires a shot. And just wide left.
I think she got a piece of it, Gray. I think it was just enough to deflect it left.
And the official is walking over to the corner flag. Yes, it will be a corner. And Schober, great job reaching out for that one just to deflect it off. I think she caught a piece of it. You're right, Dave, with her right hand to able to just clear that one out. Now far side corner this time for the Bobcats. This one will land short. It's headed in, and here comes Langle. Fires it wide, and no goal. So, only thing comes out of that will be a goal kick for Schober.
Replacing number 10, Jamie Shutt for the Crusaders, is number 6, Alex Pagliaro.
Now here comes number 6, Alex Pagliaro, in for Jamie Shutt.
Jamie Shutt was the one that scored the first goal of the year for the Lady Crusaders.
And that was all they needed. They came away with a win in that game. I believe it was against Shawan.
Yes, that's correct.
Now the Bobcats again down the sideline. Pass bounced away by Forrester out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Bobcats as Esposito was looking down the field for Langle.
Once again, good Lady Crusaders defense.
Now a pass toward the middle of the field. At the edge of the box is Langle. Langle trying to pop it over her defender, Owens. Instead is picked up by McAlexander. Lady Crusaders forcing the Bobcats out of the box. Owens steps in front of that pass from Langle and will send it to Schober. Schober sends it right back. It bounces off Langle. Once again picked up by Owens. And Owens and number 16, Michaela Gleed, in trouble on the sideline as they work to Denneberg. Now a pass flipped across the midfield line and out of bounds off of the Lady Bobcat, and that will be a North Greenville throw-in. Again, out of bounds off Lees-McRae. North Greenville working their way down the sideline. Throw-in taken quickly to the middle of the field, looking for Robinson. Again, kicked out of bounds, stays with NGU.
Number 32 for the Lady Bobcats, Lindsay Bish, working some good defense on that set.
Throw in again, looking for Carly Denneberg. Now for Robinson. Here comes Pagliaro up. Pagliaro gets some space. Looking into the box, can't quite connect. Looks like a Brittany Waldrop trying to get a run inside, and it will roll out of bounds, and Alexis Feely will have a goal kick.
Just under 29 minutes left on the scoreboard clock. in this first half.
Now North Greenville moving up to put pressure against the back line of Lees-McRae. Long pass down the field, takes a hop and lands right at the feet of number 16 Gleed as, again, the offside flag goes up against Lees-McRae. And now North Greenville set up for a free kick. Robinson to take it.
Ashton Robinson comes to us from Eastside High School.
Long kick to the edge of the box. Takes a hop and good save by Feely as she had, I think that was Gleed coming up quickly. Well, we remain scoreless. North Greenville not done yet, though. They're working down the far side, trying to work down the far side. Robertson works it to the middle of the field, gives to Owens. Owens intercepted. Now Lees-McRae on a run. Schober backing up toward her line. Here comes number 5, Esposito. Owens needing some help. Pass to the far side for Langle. Here's Langle. Fires a shot, deflected. And now another shot to be taken, and Schober will make the stop. So that time the North Greenville defense able to hold off Esposito, Langle, and one other, 3 attackers. As that, the third attacker in that was number 19, Timber Powell.
Lady Bobcats tried to get that breakaway going, Gray. Just North Greenville defense shutting it down.
North Greenville wasn't at a disadvantage. It was 2-on-2, but Lees-McRae definitely had the space. Now down the far side goes North Greenville. Here's Robinson with it. Fires a kick up for Robertson. Robertson tries to give it to the far side. It's intercepted by Torres. Now pressure being provided by Brittany Waldrop. She drops back, and Lees-McRae looks for a way to work it forward. Here comes Torres. Gives it back. Number 32, Lindsay Bish. Now 15, McAlexander. Down the sideline again. She's intercepted by Forrester. That pass intended for Torres. Now Pagliaro. And Robertson will send it deep for Robinson. Robertson trying to bring it in control. She will come away with possession and fires it far side. Good passing over on the far side. North Greenville Robinson over there. She gets the pass back. Works down the field to Robertson. Robertson into the box looking for Pagliaro. Instead finds Denneberg, and Denneberg misses that one wide left.
We need to check that, Gray. I believe that was the Lady Crusaders' first shot on goal.
And I think you might be right, Dave. If it wasn't their first, it was their second. As that, yes, they've had 2 shots. One of those was on goal, that last one. And trying to find another before number 2, Natalie Schumann, kicks it out. Throw in for the Lady Crusaders. Lees-McRae already at 7 shots, 5 of those on goal. Cross into the box to Robinson. Now picked up by Pagliaro. Cleared away for the moment by the Bobcats, and they're able to get it out of the box. North Greenville still not done yet. Another cross. Here's Robinson, headed on and over.
Oh, just missed. It was a good try.
A great turning header by Robinson. Couldn't quite get the angle on it, and it's a goal kick for Feely. Feely only with one credited save so far, has not had a lot of pressure put on her until just within a few minutes. Good interception shy of midfield. Michaela Gleed to Robinson. Back to the near side. Robertson slices a pass down the middle of the field. Here's Pagliaro with the first touch. Trying to clear a defender, can't do it, and it's picked up by Feely again for the stop.
Again, good Lady Bobcats defense.
That's two good breakaways for North Greenville, trying to respond to Lees-McRae's breakaways. And now the Bobcats trying to formulate another one. Here's Langle, defended by Owens. Bobcats chase back to midfield. Robertson going up against Torres. Now long pass down the field. Torres easily picked up. And now scramble for the ball as number 5, Esposito, pulls it away from Gleed. Lees-McRae shifts directions, tries the far side this time. Number 9, McGovern. Looking for the middle of the field, finds Langle. Now here's Aaron Barcal into the box and will get it past Schober for the goal. Bobcats strike first. They lead 1-0, 21:50 left to play in the first half.
First score here at Pepsi Stadium here on the campus of North Greenville University in Tigerville. Once again, we appreciate you, those of you who are joining us on the North Greenville Sports Network.
And so not really much you can do there. That was McGovern one-on-one with the keeper Schober, and most of the defense was stacked up on the right side of the post. Anyway, we're back underway as the Lady Bobcats have their own cheering section from underneath the trees in the shade. The men's team camping out there.
Yeah, giving some encouragement to the Lady Crusaders.
Now the Bobcats again down the far side. Langle goes back across midfield, lands at the feet of Esposito. Long pass down the near side. Here comes number 24, Julie Perkins, looking for support. Fires across and overshoots Langle, where it's cleared away by NGU, but kicked back towards the goal. North Greenville trying to rid it. Here's Pagliaro. Back to Gleed. Down the field to Robinson. And Lees-McRae trying to establish possession as Robinson loses the ball to Powell. And now kicked up by number 17, Barcal, looking for Langle again. Forrester trying to get away from Langle, as good pass there is kicked back away from the goal, but picked up by Perkins. Now Perkins finds Torres. Torres gives it to Barcal. Barcal back to the near side corner for 24, Perkins. Perkins, line drive pass into the box, looking for Langle, bounced away for the moment. Now Esposito has it, fires a long shot right to Schober for the stop.
It was a good effort by the Lady Bobcats. I think she was just a little bit too far out away from the goal to get anything of any power toward that goal.
It did start slicing away, but Schober was able to play it. That attack on down the far side for NGU, stopped by number 2, Natalie Schumann. As once again, the Bobcats down the near side of the field. Esposito fires it long. Misses Langle, and it's chased down by Forrester. Gives it to Schober. Now Schober heads to the far side. Stops in the middle of the field. And gives it away. And North Greenville will try to bring it down the far side. Able to split the defenders nicely to Robertson. Robertson trying to find Robinson. Kicked up by number 18, Nice. And North Greenville continuing to put pressure down the far side, and The keeper, Feely, will come off her mark to put a stop to that.
Lady Crusaders looking for another substitution when the whistle blows.
Bobcats again regain possession at the midfield stripe. Pass down the middle of the field looking for number 5, Esposito, picked up by Gleed. Gleed gives it back to Schober. And that pass from the keeper intercepted by Esposito. Esposito, near side edge of the box, looking for help, drives inside. Her pass intercepted, defended well by North Greenville. And now Pagliaro's in trouble, and it's kicked out off a Bobcat, throw in for NGU.
That was good Lady Crusader defense.
Karis Hoover back there, as well as Michaela Gleed. Substitution coming in for North Greenville, number 3, Ariana Perry. As this will go off of Perry and be a throw-in for the Bobcats, as now it looks to be their readying sub. Actually readying 2 subs. And looking for 2 goals here on the near side. Esposito waits for help, fires a pass. Number 24 Perkins comes up, sends it into the box, and kicked out for a corner to Lees-McRae by Hoover.
One substitution, number 33, Kaylin Pitchler, is from Bradford, Ontario, Canada.
And number 16, Elena Anke.
And she's from Sneeds Ferry, North Carolina.
Correction, number 16, Aliana Acme.
Number 4, Nikki Torres from the near side corner.
Esposito's been kicking from the corner and a little bit short. They're trying a different person now.
This one, line drive, and cleared away just in time, as that one was low to the artificial turf, but on the mark. The Bobcats will try again. Torres gets this one up. Good, on target. Bounced out of the box, though. Bobcats have to chase it down, and a long shot will be chipped into the box, and Schober makes the catch.
Lady Crusaders goaltender Schober is in good position tonight. We talked about that early, Gray, and she's in a great position.
That was Schumann that fired it up, but Schober was playing back enough that, once again, easy stop. Headed forward by the Bobcats. Here comes Esposito again, looking down the field for Langle as she tries to sneak behind the defense. Now Hoover trying to work it forward and backheels it off the defender for an NGU throw-in. Hoover pops it up. It's picked up by number 4, Torres, temporarily. And now North Greenville able to regain control. Number 9, Riley Marks, gets it back. Down the field, the Crusaders go. There's Denneberg. Runs into trouble on the far side, and it goes right back to the Bobcats. Now the Bobcats again, passing just across midfield, picked up by Hoover. Hoover goes to Gleed. Gleed long down the field into the Bobcat box, where it's picked up by Feely.
Gray, the Lady Crusaders dodged a bullet there. Number 13, Lena Langau, was over talking to the coach on the sidelines, and when she came back on the field, they had a 2-1 advantage, and the Lady Bobcats didn't catch it and couldn't take advantage of it.
And now we're under 15 minutes to play until the half. The Lady Bobcats lead North Greenville 1-0 off the first half goal from Aaron Barkel. Now Robertson looking for the equalizer. Here comes a pass into the box for Pagliaro, and Feely a split second before Pagliaro can get there for the stop.
Gray, if it's any hope for the Lady Crusaders, the Lady Bobcats have had 5 goals in 5 games with a 1-goal average. So they've got that goal for this game. It might be a little bit of encouragement for the Lady Crusaders.
That's right. Lees-McRae has yet to score more than 1 goal in a game this season, just like you said. So North Greenville trying to find the equalizer right now. Almost had it there as Pagliaro came flying down the middle. And now the Bobcats trying to get their first multi-score of the season. Pagliaro up playing defense with number 8, Brittany Waldrip. If they can't progress down the far side, Bobcats put a stop to that. Bobcats again. Now they'll work the middle of the field. Number 5, Esposito, bounces a pass off a couple of defenders where Forrester picks it up. Pass chipped up, headed away by Hoover, and it's tracked down by Grace Britt. Britt goes to Marks, and now this one intercepted middle of the field. Esposito running away from Marks. Esposito pulls up, fires a shot, stopped by Schober.
Another good play by the goalkeeper for the Lady Crusaders. Backing right up in that goal where she belongs.
And that's one of those plays on the breakaway where you're tempted to come up and try and make the stop, like you were talking about in Anderson with the hockey goaltender trying to come up to cut him off.
Yeah, break that angle.
But Schober stayed back in the box, and when the shot was fired, held on to it. Long pass down the middle of the field again, looking for Langle. Langle spins away from her defender.
Another breakaway.
Now Langle, as Hoover comes up, Langle fires the shot, and Schober again stays on her mark and makes the stop.
Ms. Schober definitely focused in this game.
And Langle pulling up to try and get the shot allowed Hoover to come up and put more pressure on her. And now North Greenville trying to counterattack down the sideline, looking for the equalizer before the half. Pagliaro hands it off and now gets it back. Has Marks in the middle of the field, goes back to the midfield stripe. Pass chipped over to the near side for Forrester. Forrester slices it up the midfield where it's intercepted by number 17, Barcal, who has the lone score in the game so far. North Greenville able to cut it away again. Hoover, Gleed to Forrester, looking down the sideline for Perry. Perry can't get to it, and now the Bobcats are intercepted again by Gleed stepping in the passing lane. Gleed hands off to Perry. And now this pass chipped up. And now Robertson tries to intercept the pass as the Bobcats work it back down the middle of the field. There's Forrester looking for help, fires a pass, and picked up by number 33, Kaylin Pitchler. Now down the near side, Perkins. Some room to run. Fires a pass down the field looking for Langle. Hoover racing out in front of her will pick up the ball and kick out of bounds to stall the Bobcats for a throw-in.
10 minutes exactly left in the first half.
Coming into the game for the Bobcats, number 3, Katie Joe Daniel.
There's number 3, Katie Joe Daniel, forward.
Out of Griffin, Georgia.
And Langle will take a seat on the bench for some rest. Still pretty hot out here at Pepsi Stadium. Game starting at 5, and the artificial turf here at Pepsi Stadium, as this cross is fired into the box and defended well by North Greenville, but Dave
For the Crusaders.
it might be hot up here, but on the artificial turf, that turf can hold in temperature about 5 or 10 more degrees.
Exactly. We got a little breeze up here in the broadcast booth, but I don't see much on the field. Definitely no breeze advantage.
Robertson into the near side corner, defended by Esposito. It's kicked out, and official saying Bobcat. Yes, it is Bobcat ball. Robertson got trapped in the corner by Esposito and tried to bounce it out off the defender, and no such doing. And now this one takes a bounce out of bounds off Torres, and North Greenville will have a throw in with favorable field position. Robertson gives it to Gleed. Gleed chips it up. Almost picked off by Esposito. Now Gleed to the middle of the field, headed away by the Bobcat defender. North Greenville giving a little bit of ground as Marks fires it back to the middle of the field. Now here comes a long shot that will take a hop to the left and be stopped by Feely.
Rapidly approaching halftime. Lady Crusaders trying to get something started here.
Got to start getting some shots. Lees-McRae's doubled up North Greenville 8-4 on shots and 6-2 on goal. Also, North Greenville yet to get a corner.
Lady Bobcats getting ready to get another substitution. Number 10, Alex Keeney from Oro Valley, Arizona. This heat won't affect her much.
Probably won't. Ball bounces out of bounds off of number 24, Julie Perkins, trying to hang on to it. North Greenville gets it back for a throw-in. And now this one kicked up again by Perkins. North Greenville working down the sideline. Another Crusader throw-in. Forrester chips it into the box. And this one stopped by Feely. A little contact with Pagliaro as that pass was intended for, but Feely again comes up to make the stop.
Feely's showing a good leg there too. Obviously practicing those long kicks.
Gleed comes to stop that Bobcat attack. Now they get it right back. Number 19, Powell, to Torres, to Perkins. Down the near side, number 3, Joe Daniel. Into the box, Joe Daniel looking for some help to the middle of the field. Now to the far side of the box. Here comes the shot, and in.
Goal by number 16, Alnia Acme.
And that was Elena Acme picking up the goal. 2 goals for Lees-McRae, and the Lady Bobcats have picked up their first multi-score game of the season and now lead by 2. There's 5.5 minutes left until half.
Lady Crusaders breaking their huddle. Schober trying to encourage her Lady Crusaders.
I have some space here on the near side. Perry turns around, gets some speed down the sideline. Gives it to Marks. Marks over to Robertson. And Robertson, good move on the defender where it's intercepted and kicked back the other way by Barcal. Barcal to Joe Daniel. Joe Daniel running away from Hoover. Now here comes Forrester up as Joe Daniel needs some help in the box, gets tripped up at the edge, and it's pulled away by Grace Britt. Out of bounds off the Lady Bobcats. North Greenville throw in, needing a score before halftime.
Just under 5 minutes left in the first half.
Now Marks getting tangled up with Powell, and foul against North Greenville. Kick taken quickly by Lees-McRae. They'll work down the far side. Here's number 4, Torres. Torres into the far side edge of the box, and the flag goes up against Acne. Second offside call of the game against the Bobcats, who lead it by 2 goals. And time running out on North Greenville here in the first half to try and put a dent in the lead. They'll start with a throw in from the far side to try and work their way down toward the left end. Forrester sends it down the field. Trying to pick up number 15, Denneberg, too far in front of Denneberg. Feely gets to it.
Lady Bobcats appear to be just happy to run the clock out to get to halftime.
Hoover sends it back across midfield, but it's picked up by Powell. Now number 4, Torres. Defended well there by number 15.
Good takeaway.
Denneberg with the takeaway. North Greenville with a chance. Far side. Let's see if they go for the cross. Good sliding challenge, and North Greenville will finally catch a break and get a corner.
Here's that opportunity to get that first one.
That was Madison Bennett trying to fire it in from the far side, and we'll set up with the corner. Robertson goes over. Now Robertson switches places. Nope, she looks like Robertson will take it. Long cross into the box, and Feely comes up to make the stop in a collision with Denneberg.
Yeah, it looked like she took it right off her header.
Long kick by Feely with just under 2 minutes to go. Intercepted by NGU. Now Forster fires it down the field. It's picked up, number 32, Lindsay Bish. To number 24, Julie Perkins. Now Keeney goes down the field. Number 3, Joe Daniel. Joe Daniel into the corner for Perkins. Perkins looking for the cross, deflected by Gleed, and Schoberg comes up to make the stop before it goes out of bounds.
Gray, on that last possession with the Lady Crusaders, Freely did something that you won't see in the stat sheet. But when she got the ball, she held it until her players could get back in position instead of a quick kick. Very good play.
Something definitely you want to have with your keeper. Wait until they all get back in position so that way you don't have an unnecessary giveaway. Final minute here in the first half. Foul against North Greenville will set Lees-McRae up for a free kick. They take it quickly, and they chip it across midfield. And Keeney breaking away, sends it to the near side, Perkins. Perkins back to the middle of the field for Barcal.
30 seconds left.
Now it's popped up. And Marks finally kicks it away for North Greenville. The Lady Crusaders with just over 20 seconds to get down the field and score. They cross midfield with Pagliaro, who gives it to Robertson. Robertson to Gleed. Gleed down to Perry. Perry trying to spin around her defender under 10 seconds, and Perry has it pulled away. And that will put a stop to the North Greenville attack as 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's it for the first half.
Good first half, Gray.
And Lees-McRae has the lead, 2 goals to none, courtesy of Aaron Barkel and Elena Ankney for the Bobcats. So that will send us to halftime. We'll step away for a break and bring you the second half of the women's game and then the men's game once this one has concluded. It's a soccer doubleheader. More soccer action to come from Pepsi Stadium here on the North Greenville Sports Network.
Chick-fil-A of Greer, the Trail Corporation, Great Tire and Automotive, Nike, Sam Group, Tiffany Creel State Farm, George Coleman Ford, North Greenville University encourages and promotes good sportsmanship from student athletes, coaches, and spectators. It is our request that you support the officials and participants in this contest in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other derogatory actions directed at student athletes, coaches, officials, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from Pepsi Stadium. In addition, tobacco products and or alcoholic beverages are not permitted anywhere on campus. Thank you for your cooperation, and we hope you enjoyed today's match. Now let's get
And
on
welcome to
North
Pepsi
Greenville
Stadium here on the campus of North Greenville University as we get set for both matches today between North Greenville and Lees-McRae. Both men's and women's soccer teams will be in action. The women getting ready to start here in just a minute. The men will take to the field once this game has concluded around 7:30. Grace Sutton alongside Dave Parson getting you set ready for today's doubleheader Conference Carolinas soccer action. And Dave, this North Greenville University Lady Crusaders women's squad coming off a heartbreaking loss at Erskine in double overtime in a rather strange incident that won the game for the Flying Fleet.
Yeah, Gray. By the way, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you joining us on the North Greenville Sports Network. Again, this is Wednesday, September the 14th, 2016. We appreciate you being with us. But that goal that scored in the overtime, actually double overtime, was just a little bloop kick over the goalkeeper's head, found the back of the net, and ended up the score at 2-1. And unfortunately, the Lady Crusaders ended up on the short end of that.
And in our last home soccer broadcast, Anderson used several what can only be characterized as deep shots from way outside the penalty box that they were able to get over the goalkeeper's head. So it will be a good step in the right direction to stay home and protect the back of the net.
Good call. Yeah, Tina Shakes had 4 goals in that last game with Anderson, and she figured out early that the goalkeeper was not quite up in the net, and she could just go right over her head and had the back door wide open.
Meanwhile, Lees-McRae comes into today 1-4. North Greenville is 1-2. 1-2. So North Greenville will start us off in the first half.
The Lady Bobcats just played at Queens, North Carolina up in Charlotte.
45 minutes back on the scoreboard. We're ready to start the second half between Lees-McRae and North Greenville in the women's game. Lees-McRae leading it 2-0 as both Erin Barcal and Elena Ankney have scored for the Lady Bobcats to give them the lead they have now. And so, Dave, North Greenville has 45 minutes to tie it up and then try and go for the win in this conference match.
That's true, Gray, and they don't have to get it all right away. They can play toward it. Obviously, it took 45 minutes for the Lady Bobcats to get the 2 goals, so they've got plenty of time. It's just they have to stay focused, keep playing that good defense that the Lady Crusaders have been playing.
And now North Greenville will have to go from left to right. Lees-McRae goes from right to left, and North Greenville will have to go toward the end that is still in all sun. So let's see how the sun affects Alexis Feely as she was playing with the setting sun to her back in that left end goal.
Yeah, the goaltender's already shading her eyes.
And on the attack is Pagliaro, but she's defended well by 17 and 18 Barcal and Nice. And now the Lady Bobcats will move toward the shaded end, and Schober did a good job defending in the sunny goal. Let's see how she does in the shaded goal. As this one is chipped up, cut away by Nice, but Pagliaro gets it back for NGU. Goes to Robertson. Robertson to the near side for Grace Britt. That pass cut away by Lindsay Bish. Marks gets it back. Now back to Robertson. North Greenville pressing early. They try the far side again, down the left wing. Gleed Fires it into the box looking for Pagliaro. Cleared out for the moment by number 2, Schumann. North Greenville trying to get it back in. And now the Bobcats get a bigger clear attempt going. Katie Jo Daniel to Nikki Torres. And again, North Greenville able to cut away the pass before Lees-McRae gets down the field. Here comes Ashton Robinson down the right wing this time. Robinson back to the middle of the field for Riley Marks. And Marks chips it into the box. And Robertson gets tripped up, loses the ball, turns it over to Timber Powell. Headed back by Hoover, but kicked back the other way for Lees-McRae by Torres. Now the Bobcats down their own near sideline, number 28, Cheyenne Warwick. And the pass deflected away by Hoover, intended for Joe Daniel. The Bobcats not done yet, and now they're done as they get intercepted by, I think that's number 18, Grace Britt, stepped in the passing lane for that one. Pass working to the near side for Pagliaro, and Lees-McRae lets that one slowly roll out of bounds. Lees-McRae sets it up in their own end. Fires a pass down. Emma McGovern looking for Joe Daniel. Picks up 18, that's Neese instead. Now 19, Powell hands it off. Now battle at midfield for it. Riley Marks trying to rip it away. Can't do it. Bobcats keep control.
You can definitely see the comfort level with the Lady Bobcats with a 2-goal lead. They have no sense of urgency here.
And North Greenville trying to press the attack down the far side. Snuffed out by the Bobcats again. Bobcats throw in from the far side. Torres gets it. Goes to the middle of the field for McGovern. Kicked out by number 18 for North Greenville, Britt. And the Bobcats get it back again. McGovern down the sideline for Katie Jo Daniel. Fires it into the box. Robertson steps in the way of it. And now Robertson, short pass challenged to Britt. To foul against the Bobcats. We'll give it back to North Greenville. Free kick right on the sideline for Robinson. This one skips across midfield and kicked back down toward the left end goal by Lees-McRae. Here's McGovern to number 19, Timber Powell. Powell trying to get around Robinson, has it deflected up. Schober comes up to handle it just in time before Joe Daniel gets to it. Now Riley Marks crosses midfield in possession for North Greenville. Goes back to Forrester. Now the attack from the far side corner. Ball's defended out of bounds. That'll be a corner kick for NGU. Kaylin Pitchler deflects it out. And Robertson will line it up for a far side corner kick.
She's got to be careful now to keep it away from Freely's hands because she picked that last one up right off a header.
Robertson sends this one in, short kick, and takes a hop inside the box, and Feely comes up to make the stop. Now Feely with a very high, long kick. He's going to take a hop. Hoover getting after it as well as Joe Daniel. Hoover gets to it first, pops it up. Robinson now going after it. And she is able to keep it in bounds, and we continue on. Now Marks as Torres steps in the passing lane. Barcal gets it. Back across midfield to number 18, Riley Neese. Now Schumann. Looking for Joe Daniel, who's open in the middle of the field. Joe Daniel racing away from the defense. Joe Daniel one-on-one with Schober, and Schober makes the stop.
She met her head on. Give Schober props on that. She never gave up on the ball.
And Schober gets rid of it. Barcal. She's intercepted by Jamie Shutt. Shutt has help. Denneberg working the middle of the field, as well as Pagliaro, who got it for a moment, trying to come up in support as the Bobcats reel it in, and Feely will get rid of it for a goal kick. Pagliaro putting pressure on the ball as Lees-McRae is able to get away from Pagliaro. Now here comes Denneberg up. And a free kick for Lees-McRae off the foul. Pass to McGovern. McGovern working in the middle of the field, looking for Powell. And the pass skips wide and will be kept in play by North Greenville and Britt. Now Marks to Pagliaro. Goes back to Marks. Or it's Hoover. Hoover now to the far side. Gleed sends it across midfield. Forrester to Denneberg. Robertson takes a push in the back and is fouled, and that'll set Robertson up with a free kick in the middle of the field. Robinson takes the free kick, goes near side to Britt. Britt, short cross into the box, takes a hop to Denneberg, goes out of the box to Robertson. Robertson fires a shot and stopped by Feely. Feely with the goal kick, another high spinner, clears midfield. Headed back by NGU. Here's Marks, goes to Gleed.
Feely definitely with that left-footed kick, getting that ball way out there.
This pass popped up, takes a spin back to Forrester. And Forrester gets it to Marks. Now Gleed. And here's Marks again, works it down the far side. Robertson comes up to support Shutt. Robertson gets it, far side edge of the box, looking for the cross, still looking, cuts it back right, fires it deflected, and Shutt gets it. Now Shutt tries for the cross, takes a hop into the box. Denneberg misses it, and this shot just pushed wide by Neese. Or number 18 for North Greenville, Britt with the open look.
Coming into the game for number 23, Sarah Forrester, is number 19.
Here's Tori Owens
for the Crusaders.
getting back on the field. We'll switch with Forrester in position. Now the Bobcats with it. Head back to the shaded goal on the left-hand side of the field. Looking down the field for Cheyenne Warwick. Warwick going up against Hoover, and Warwick last touched out of bounds against the Lady Bobcats. North Greenville will set up for a throw-in.
Lady Bobcats still playing some great defense.
Yeah, really shutting down the passing lanes for North Greenville, as now here comes a pass dropped right in front of Pagliaro, and Feely comes way up to make the stop and collides with Pagliaro. That will go out of bounds for a NGU throw-in, but Feely coming way up to try and stall the momentum. Thrown for the Lady Crusaders. Kicked away by Pitchler. Now Marks sends it back forward, and again, punched out by the Bobcats. Hoover gets to it. And now the Bobcats back, able to get it back across midfield. And foul against the Bobcats will set North Greenville up for a free kick in their defensive half. Robinson sets it up and sends it away. To Britt, back to Owens. And Owens pulls the defender down with her, and Owens gets called for the foul. Free kick taken quickly by Lees-McRae. Now there goes Joe Daniel racing against Robinson, and Robinson just kicks it out. And Lees-McRae will set it for a throw-in.
Coming into the game for the Bobcats, number 15,
Leanne McAlexander back in for Lees-McRae. Switching with Cheyenne Warwick. Thrown for the Bobcats, kicked out again by Hoover, so the Bobcats keep working their way to the corner. As now Hoover intercepts. Pagliaro with it. Backheels it to Robinson. And now Robinson sprints away from a defender, gets around another, gets to midfield, and kicks it forward to number 18, Britt, down the right side. Britt gives it to Pagliaro. Pagliaro goes to the edge of the box for Denneberg. Denneberg back to Britt. Britt looking for the cross, fires it, and stopped for the moment by number 17, Barcal. And now McGovern will try and go get it out. And Barcal kicks it out, and North Greenville sets up for the throw-in. Owens gets it. Owens pops it up into the box, headed back away by a Bobcat defender. And now it will be cleared away. Number 17, Barcal to Robinson. Back to Schober as Joe Daniel sprints down the field. To Robinson. Robinson goes to Hoover. Hoover sets up, sends a pass forward. Pagliaro mistimed the pass and sends it out of bounds. Couple of substitutions waiting on the side as we've got Denneberg slow to get up, and North Greenville will have to set up a substitution as well. Number 8, Brittany Waldrop, will come in for Denneberg. And for Lees-McRae, you've got Ankney back on as well, who has one of the 2 goals tonight for Lees-McRae.
Coming into the game for number 15, Carly Denenberg, is number 8, Brittany Waldron. And coming in for the Bobcats, number 16, Alina Ankney.
Lees-McRae with the throw in. North Greenville gets it back. Grace Britt goes back to Schober. Schober looking down the field. Gets it to Hoover. And now Britt has to play it and gets called for the foul. She trips up her defender, McGovern. Lees-McRae gets it back, looking to take the free kick quickly. They do so. Barcal down the sideline to McGovern. McGovern being chased into the corner, and it's kicked out by North Greenville's number 18, Britt, for a corner kick to the Bobcats.
.28.5 minutes to go in the game. Lady Crusaders are going to have to get something started here pretty quick.
Scores remain the same since halftime. Lees-McRae up 2. Corner kick on the way from Emma McGovern. Sends this one short. And Joe Daniel tried to go for the back heel. North Greenville defended it. And now can the Lady Crusaders get a breakaway? Shutt fires it back to Robertson. Robertson looking down the field back to go back to Shutt. Shutt picks it up down this near side. She needs some support in the middle of the field. Here comes Marks. Shutt able to get around one defender. Fires it in and cleared out of the box for the moment by Torres. Picked up by Powell. Powell goes up against Owens. And North Greenville's not going to be able to get possession back. They're putting pressure on the ball here. Shutt going up against Schumann. Against the defensive back line for Lees-McRae. Out of bounds over on the far side, throw-in for Lees-McRae. Going down the sideline, Joe Daniel out of bounds off of Joe Daniel. And North Greenville will set up with a throw-in. And stolen right back by the Bobcats. Now the Bobcats with a chance. Katie Joe Daniel chipping it up for Leanne McAlexander. And it's out of bounds for a North Greenville throw-in as McAlexander can't hang on to it. Bobcats again right on time for the throw-in. North Greenville able to get it back. They've got to get down the sideline. And that pass too far in front of Grace Britt, right back to Lees-McRae. And Autumn Esposito back on. Will switch out for Katie Joe Daniel. Going for the Lady Bobcats, looking for their third goal. Here comes Esposito into the box, goes to the middle of the field, just on the edge of the box. Kicked out by North Greenville. Robertson trying to go to Marks, sent back the other way by Pitchler, and Schober has to come up for another stop going up against number 5, Esposito. Owens picks up the kick from Schober, goes to Pagliaro. Pagliaro to Owens.
Madeline Schober in goal for the Lady Crusaders. Only a couple mistakes this evening.
has come up with 10 saves, though. That time Powell rips it away from Owens. Now Esposito defended by Robinson. Robinson sends a long pass down the field looking for Jamie Shutt. Shutt down the near side into the corner, into the box, fires it up and deflected away by Pitchler. Kept in play though by North Greenville, and the offside flag goes up against Jamie Shutt. Here's Torres down the sideline, giving it to the middle of the field for Esposito. Clean pass to Esposito. Going up against Hoover, though. Esposito pulls up short, gives it to McGovern. McGovern can't get the cross in yet. Now she tries to and has it bounced out of bounds off of Britt.
Lady Crusaders have to be careful here on this corner kick.
Sixth corner of the game for Lees-McRae, setting up in the shade in the near side. McGovern fires it in. Short to the left side post, headed up by North Greenville. And out of the box for the moment, but here's McAlexander trying to send it back in. Takes one hop. And the ball will go to North Greenville off the foul. Schober sets it up for the kick. Sends it to Robinson. And Robinson back to Hoover. Hoover goes back to her keeper, Schober. Hoover gets it again. They'll try to switch sides of the field to Robinson. And picked up there by Gleed. Now Shutt, chipping it up. Switching over to the near side. Pagliaro, the recipient of the pass, almost picked off by number 2, Schumann. Owens comes up to keep the drive alive for North Greenville. Pass goes backwards to midfield for Hoover. Now Britt to Shutt. And Shutt picked from behind by Lindsay Bish, and the Bobcats will go back to the left side. Out of bounds off of Robinson. Throw in for the Lady Bobcats.
Another good defensive play by the Lady Crusaders, stopping that fast break. Gives them time to set up good defense.
And now Robinson trying to rid the ball out of the box. She does so. And now North Greenville try to respond with a fast break. Robertson out jukes one defender. And now Britt sends it down the field looking for Pagliaro, where it's kicked out of bounds by Schumann.
Coming in for number 6, Alex Pagliaro, is number 11.
And here's number 11, Lauren Previtt will come in for Pagliaro. Will take up her spot on the near side of the field. And it's out of bounds off of Shutt. Throw in for Lees-McRae. Lady Bobcats with the ball. 20.5 minutes left to pick up their second win of the season, and they look to improve to 2-0 in the Conference Carolinas. Good challenge there by number 10, Shutt, to win the ball back for North Greenville. Robertson looking for Previtt and kicks it down the field for Shutt instead. Shutt trying to get around 2 defenders and it is Pitchler who recognizes the danger and kicks it out for a throw-in to North Greenville.
Similar defense to what the Lady Crusaders had on the last set down the other end of the field.
And this will be just short of the corner
14,
flag.
Ashton Robinson is number 23, Sarah Forrester. for the
Sarah
Crusaders.
Forster will come back in for Robinson. Good throw in, makes it into the box, lands at the feet of Robertson. Robertson looks for the cross, and Schumann pulls the ball away. Sends it down the field, and it will roll out of bounds and be a throw in for North Greenville. Britt throws it in, finds Owens. Owens trying to turn around, gives it back to Britt. Britt now with two defenders hanging on to her. It rolls out of bounds and will go back to the Bobcats. And now Lees-McRae trying to get it back to their keeper, Feely, as Previtt provides the pressure, can't get to it in time. Now it's kicked out of bounds on the far side, and North Greenville set up with good field position again. And Coach Robinson trying to get some rested legs out there. Number 3, Ariana Perry back in.
Is number 3, Ariana Perry for the Crusaders.
Throw in from the far sideline. A touch for Previtt. Takes a hop. And Waldrip can't get it into the box. Now it's picked up by the Bobcats, and they send it down the field. Esposito trying to get the breakaway. She gets rid of it, gives it to number 15, McAlexander. North Greenville pulls it right back. Hoover goes down the field for Forrester. And now Robertson has nobody close on the near side. It's pulled back by McGovern for the Bobcats as they try to send it down the field, where Riley Marks intercepts for North Greenville.
Clock is quickly becoming an enemy for the Lady Crusaders now.
17:25 left to go in the second half. Lees-McRae up 2 goals. Torres with it for Lees-McRae. Fires it to the middle of the field.
17 minutes left in this contest.
And now here comes Schumann. Schumann back across the midfield stripe, finds Esposito. Esposito works it up to number 15, that's McAlexander. Now they go to the far side, and here comes a shot, and Schober reaches up and sends it over the crossbar.
Good defense by Schober. Getting that long arm up there, tipping it right over the net.
And Schober has been called on tonight to make the stop on Lees-McRae, her 11th save. And Lees-McRae setting up for a corner kick, far side corner. And here comes the cross in the box, lands short, kicked out by NGU. Now Waldrop trying to get rid of it, Marks. And Forrester, Gleed. And all the way across the field, here's Shutt. Looking down the field for Perry. And Perry kicks it out of bounds, trying to get it down to Previtt. And a throw in for Lees-McRae. And now here come the Bobcats. They turn it across midfield. Esposito fires a pass long, but right into the hands of Schober, way out in front of McGovern or McAlexander. Schober's kick just barely missed Previtt. Now she gets a header on it. And Perry trying to come up to pull the ball away from Schumann. Schumann sends it back to number 16, Ankney. And Lady Bobcats back on the attack down the far sideline. Now it's stolen away back by North Greenville. A pass to Perry bounces off her foot right to a Bobcat defender. And Lees-McRae back down the middle of the field. That pass cut away intended for Torres. Number 19, Powell picks it up, and a foul against the Bobcats will turn it over to North Greenville with under 15 minutes to play, and NGU needing 2 goals to tie. 3 for the win. Schober comes out almost all the way up to midfield to try and, well, if she kicks it hard enough, she'll make it to the goal.
Freely is in goal waiting on it too.
And Schober's got good distance on this one. Headed away by Bobcat, make that 2 Bobcats. And Schober trying to spark some offense. The Bobcats get rid of it. Cleared back across midfield. Schober will get another chance. Pass for Forrester, cut away by Ankney, and back to the keeper, Feely. Now Powell to midfield. It skips wide of McAlexander. It's picked up by Gleed for North Greenville, who kicks it out, and turn over to Lees-McRae for a throw-in.
.12:54 left in the game, Gray.
Got to start getting some passing lanes open and work down the field quickly. Lees-McRae not done yet. They still want some more scores. And it's sent out of bounds and will be a goal kick for Schober with Esposito trying to get something done in the corner. Here comes Jamie Shutt. Gets a pass down to Previtt, to Perry, and intercepted, intended for Robertson. Perry battling for it, but can't get it away from Schumann. Now number 16, Ankney sends it back to her back line. Schumann forward back to Ankney. Ankney will bring it across midfield and sends a good pass for Torres. Torres heads into the box at the left post. Works in, fires it right to Schober for the stop.
I think it was more of a pass to Esposito that Schober just got in the way of, more than an actual kick on goal.
Good awareness by Schober to fall in front of that one. And foul against North Greenville as Brittany Waldrop was trying to get the pass away and ended up tripping the defender. So Lees-McRae sets up for the free kick. We get closer to 10 minutes to go. Good kick, headed away by NGU. Here's Owens. Goes back to Shutt. Shutt looking to go to Perry, and good pass just over the head of Perry. Perry will get to it. Perry down the sideline and heads into the corner looking for Previtt. Previtt trying to get around her defender, Pischler, and can't quite do it, but will be rewarded with the throw-in.
Coming into the game for number 8, Brittany Waldrop, is number 6, Alex Pagliaro.
We got Pagliaro coming in,
is number 14,
and
Ashley
Robinson coming
for
in
the Crusaders.
as Owens and Waldrop come off the field.
I think we've got a little fatigue coming in on both teams right now, Gray.
Yeah, roughly half the field in shade, and North Greenville's trying to score in is the side of the field that's still covered in the most sun. Now the Bobcats here with Torres. Across midfield, Torres sends a pass down. Hoover steps in front of it. And now here comes Perry after she gets the pass from Marks. Robertson to Marks to Forrester. Back to Gleed. Now Gleed, good move there to get around the defender.
Good passing by the Lady Crusaders, but they've got to get some shots on goal now.
Here comes Robertson sliding, trying to get the shot, and it's cleared away by Pischler. Across midfield, the Bobcats, Esposito sends a pass. It's picked off by Robinson. Now long pass down the field, looking for Previtt, trying to get over the head of Kaylin Pichler, and it is out of bounds and a goal kick for Feely.
Coming in for
Now
number 3,
looks like
Ariana
we'll have
Perry,
a
number 20.
goalkeeper
Madison
change
Bennett
for North
the
Greenville.
Crusaders. And coming in for number 33, Madeline Schober, is number 0,
It is
Michelle Huddleston.
Shell
for the
Huddleston will
Crusaders.
come in for Madeline Schober. And also on the field is Madison Bennett. She'll be switching out with Lauren Previtt.
Michelle Huddleston for the Lady Crusaders out of Roswell, Georgia.
Lees-McRae trying to really put the pressure on with 3 goals. They have it on the right side of the field. Forrester stepping into the passing lane, getting in the way of that one, gives it to Robertson. And now Marks loses it to McAlexander. Barcal to Powell. And Perry with almost a nice interception, and she might have it this time. Yes, Perry able to track it down and get in front of Ankney. And Huddleston will look to get it back down the field, goes to Shutt.
Under 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, ball does go out of bounds. Perry trying to get to it, hustle to it in time. Be a throw in for the Bobcats. Now here comes Torres. Fires it to the near side corner for McGovern. McGovern looking for support. Gives it back to Torres. Torres fires it to Ankney. Ankney, long shot, right to Huddleston. Huddleston looking, boots this one across midfield. And Bennett trying to go up for the ball. Bennett collided with her defender. And Lees-McRae will get the ball back after a player is checked on, and we'll have to have a timeout. And the training staff will go look at the injured Lady Bobcat as now she gets up on her own. And we'll continue on.
Yeah, nice hand from the crowd, too.
That was Lindsay Bish needing a little extra time to get settled again, and here we go. Intercepted by Robertson. Robertson, the play to midfield fakes the pass to Forrester. And now here comes Bennett, splitting defenders, heads into the corner. Bennett looking for the cross, fires it, and goes past Robertson, kicked out by Pagliar to try and keep North Greenville in possession. Gleed. And a shot bounced off a defender. Robertson gets it back. And Gleed tries again. Forrester, and it's cleared out by Lees-McRae. North Greenville not done yet, though. Shutt gets the loose ball. Sends it to the near side for number 3, Perry. And Perry is picked up by number 9, McGovern. And now Schumann golfs one deep and gets it to Esposito. Esposito, closely defended by Hoover, gets the pass away. And now the pass to number 19, Powell, going up against Forrester. And it's out of bounds over on the far side as two substitutions for Lees-McRae, one for North Greenville. Julie Perkins and Alex Keeney come back in for Lees-McRae. And I think substitution, yes, number 18, Grace Britt. Back in for NGU. Throw in for Lees-McRae, lands at the feet of Powell. And now here is Torres. Back across midfield to Schumann. Back across midfield from Keeney and out of bounds. Throw in for North Greenville with just over 4 minutes left to play. Down the far sideline now goes Esposito. And Esposito breaks free of Owens, but Owens comes right back up. And Esposito at the far edge of the box gives it to McGovern. McGovern looking for a hole, bounces it off a defender, and it will be a foot race into the corner and kicked out by NGU and only be a throw-in for Lees-McRae. Coming up in just a moment, remind you again of Lees-McRae and North Greenville again, but the men's soccer teams will take to the field once this game has concluded. Lees-McRae's men's soccer team headed back to the visiting locker room. North Greenville's men's soccer team lining the far sideline as players get tangled up and out of bounds. A throw in for North Greenville. That was shut, and number 6, Savannah Rees, or number 9, McGovern, getting tangled up as there goes number 17, Barcal.
We're now into 3 minutes, Greg.
And good spin move there by McGovern. McGovern at the edge of the box puts one up for a chance for Lees-McRae. They can't get it there. Here comes Schumann up to keep it with the Bobcats. And good stop by Shutt. I don't know if she saw that one coming or not, but it's out of bounds off Lees-McRae. Throw in for North Greenville. And off the throw-in's out of bounds, back to Lees-McRae. Esposito gets it back from McGovern. Esposito in the corner. Back heels it to McGovern. McGovern breaking free into the box, fires it, and it bounces around, and it's kicked out by Robertson. Lees-McRae almost had a rebound chance. They're still not done yet. North Greenville tried to clear it out. Bobcats try to rebound it back in. As Perkins over on the far side, going up against number 18, Britt.
You have 90 seconds, Gray.
Minute and a half left. And Lees-McRae just trying to play keep away right now. And now they might be trying to go for their third goal as they have an open look. Well defended by North Greenville, but the Bobcats not done yet. McGovern keeps it in play. And now gives it to Torres. Torres will fire a shot and miss just wide left. Goal kick for Schober.
1 minute remains.
Final minute. Schober sets it up quickly and gives it to Hoover. Bounced off a defender on the far side. North Greenville trying to get a run. Torres bounces it back. Forrester comes up to challenge against Torres. And foul against NGU will set up Lees-McRae with a free kick right at midfield. Under 20 seconds to go.
Bobcats will get their second victory of the year on their most productive game of the year.
They're able to get that second goal going forward with 2 seconds left. 1, and Robertson will run out the clock trying to get down the field. So that is full time here at Pepsi Stadium in the women's game. North Greenville falls to Lees-McRae by a score of 2-0. So, Dave, you mentioned Lees-McRae picking up their second win of the season. They also moved to 2-0 in conference play. North Greenville falls to 1-4, 0-2 within the Conference Carolinas. And I got a couple more orders of business. One of those is the Player of the Game award. And Dave, what'd you like out there the most, and who was it from?
Well, I don't know that I have a particular player other than the Lady Bobcats defense, but what have you got, Greg?
I wasn't sure myself. I hope you had some. I was hoping you had something.
Well, who were the goal scorers?
The goal scorers for Lees-McRae were there was a goal for Erin Barcal and Elena Ankney. I'm about to say, even though North Greenville did lose, I have to say you have to give a big shout out to Madeline Schober for staying on her mark and playing a good net. Even though you let up 2 goals, you come away with 10 total saves. So
yeah, how many saves did Feely have?
She ended up with 5.
5 saves. Yeah, I would have to go with Schober then.
All right, so we'll give a nod to Madeline Schober for rebounding from the losses against Anderson and then at Erskine. But also a big hand for this Lees-McRae squad for able to find the back of the net twice and getting some positive momentum to the season. And even though they're 2-4 below 500, still 2-0 in conference play. And you got to like being undefeated within conference play.
Absolutely.
So 14 shots to 7. Lees-McRae led in that category. 12 of those shots were on goal to North Greenville's 5. We mentioned the save totals. Corners, Lees-McRae ended up with 5 of those to North Greenville's 2 corners. And Lees-McRae did get called offside twice trying to go for a fast break down the field. So the men's teams have 30 minutes to warm up on the field. Lees-McRae and North Greenville in the second soccer game of today's soccer doubleheader. We'll step away for a break. The North Greenville women fall to Lees-McRae 2-0. The men's game coming up in just a moment. Stick with us here on the North Greenville Sports Network.